What is up, guys? Trevor here, aka your favorite Spartan made out of plastic. PlasticSpartan here, bringing you guys back another video. And the gameplay you are seeing on the screen is a big team battle match on Exile, and I actually do really good. I get 28 kills and actually go on a running riot and a killing spree. But today's topic is going to be about the community center, the pool. I'm kind of a pool fool. You know, I've done some crazy shit over the years at the community center pool. You know, swim around and all that kind of stuff. And I actually have 5 stories to tell you guys. 5 crazy things and 5 weird things that have happened. Now I'm going to start out the topic. I'm going to start out the story. The first story is going to be, I almost got killed at the pool. I almost stopped breathing and I was almost dead. So there was this kid named Richard, and Richard was a pretty cool kid, and he was actually my friend at the pool like 2 years in a row, and I went to the pool a lot, almost every day. I got these extreme farmer tans, and they were really extreme. I had these huge tans, and anyway, but then me and him started having some problems, and he thought I was cool, and I thought he was cool, but then we started fighting. Me and my 2 friends that came along with me started making fun of him, because Richard didn't come along with us. We just found him at the pool, and he actually got so pissed off at us, because I think I hit him in the back of the head or something, and he dunked my head underwater, and he kept it under there for 20 seconds with all his strength, and like, I didn't expect it. I didn't start holding my breath the second he grabbed my head. I was like, oh. And my friend Jonathan actually punched him in the face, and he got really mad. He actually looked like he was about to cry, and he left the area in a mad fashion, and we kind of won that fight. Now, talking about fights, got another story about a kid who tried to fight me at the pool. Now, outside of the pool, not inside the pool. So we were walking, and there's showers, right? Showers where they're warm. You're supposed to actually get in them before you get into the pool, but me and my friends would get in it after and just the middle. And we went there actually quite a lot. But this time, my friend Ryan wasn't there. It was only Jonathan. So I only brought one friend, and this kid that tried to fight me waved his hand in front of my face, and he actually had a friend along with him. So, you know, kids would always do this. As you walked by, they would wave their hand in your face. So I called them a faggot, and they followed me into the shower, and they told me to get on my knees and say sorry. And I was kind of being double teamed. No offense to my friend, but he cowered in the corner, and I don't blame him. He had no part of it. But they were like trying to fight me, and I didn't like get on my knees or say sorry. I'm just like, no, no. And they finally left. Thankfully, they weren't gonna fight me. And of course we both remember this, and he's always been a grade level above me. He's a sophomore now, and I'm only a freshman. And this is the first year he's actually been in one of my classes. He is in my PE class, and what's actually pretty cool is he said he respected me for standing up for myself. You know, he's not as much of a douche as he used to be, but I thought that was pretty cool that he actually came up to me and he said, that was cool, you know, a couple years ago when you stood up for yourself and instead of just taking my shit. And now you probably think I'm a punk ass because my third story also involves another fight. A fight with a 20-year-old. Now, put in mind that now I'm 15, but at the time when this happened, I was 12, and I had my 2 friends along, and he just jumped off the diving board, and he was gonna try to get up the ladder, but me and my 2 friends were in front of it, and he was kind of an asshole about it, and he was like, hey, move, little kids. So my friend Ryan called him a faggot and said no, and this guy got really pissed off. He actually started like pushing us and stuff and splashing, and this guy was splashing hard and we were splashing back. He was splashed so hard, and for some reason I remember it hitting me in the eye, and oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. Like, I stopped right there. I stopped doing anything, and my 2 friends continued, but I was like, like it really hit my eye hard. Like, it was almost like a punch to the eye. And as we were leaving school, my friend Ryan, Jonathan went with his parents, but me and my friend Ryan were getting picked up by my mom, and on the way out, he was flirting with a lifeguard, with a pool guard, and my friend Ryan called him a faggot. Now, this time, this next story isn't about a fight. It's actually about a weird little kid climbing on my friend. So, this was probably one of the most random things I have ever happened that has ever happened at the pool. So there's about a 6-year-old kid, and at the time when we went, we were about 13 or 14, we were just minding our own business, and this little kid, and he was with his parents, started climbing up my friend, and we were both like, what the hell, what's going on? We didn't know what to do, but it was just climbing up my friend, and it got to like his shoulders, and the dad was like, throw him off, he wants to be thrown off. And if I had done that to somebody, my dad would have been pissed off. So I don't know what was wrong with this parent. I don't know why he let his kid do this, but it was really weird, and my friend threw him off, but we were both thinking, like, what? We didn't know what to do, and we didn't know who these people were, and it was probably one of the weirdest things that has ever happened in pool history. I mean, out of all the times we went to the pool, we went almost every day of summer for 3 years straight, and that had to be one of the weirdest things that has ever happened, and one of the most random things. Now, my fifth story is probably the worst story, and I just saved it for last so you guys can hear the most random and crazy stories. I kind of put them from best to last, you know, from dying, almost dying, to getting into a fight with a kid, to getting into a fight with a 20-year-old, to somebody climbing on my friend. So, the last one, I just thought these guys were dicks. So me and my friend, my third friend wasn't there, me and my friend Jonathan were there, and we were just throwing a football back and forth to each other. And then, like, it went over to these other kids, about a 18-year-old and, like, 3, I'd say 12-year-olds. They were almost our age. We were either a year or two older than them at the time, and they started throwing it to us, and they started calling for the ball. They got really into it. They're like, hey, pass the ball over here, pass the ball over there, here, and it was, like, starting to become a game, and we never even invited them. They voluntarily just joined themselves without any invitation, without even asking. It was actually quite rude, and what made it so weird, though, is not that that happened, and that was pretty weird. It was kind of an asshole thing of them to do, to not even ask and just enter our game, because we kind of let them in, but we didn't ever mean for them to join in. And what was really weird is then, once we were done playing and we were actually about to get out of the pool, a ball came towards me. You know, they found their own ball and they started playing, and I was gonna throw it back to them, but they got really mad at me just for getting the ball. It came my way. What would you do if it came your way? Yeah, you do the same thing. You grab it, and I was gonna throw it back to them. I wasn't gonna join their game like they did to us, and I don't know if they had short-term memory loss or if they were just that much of assholes, because they're all, hey, throw it back, kid, and they got really mad at me for absolutely nothing. So I hope you guys enjoyed these pool stories. If you have any pool stories or just any random stories or any crazy stuff you've done as a kid, please put it in the comment section below. And I think I'm finally getting a grasp on these commentaries. I'm finally getting more comfortable just talking to a computer screen, and now I'm really starting to enjoy myself, because the first couple commentaries I was really nervous and it was really hard for me to do. I would, you know, get choked up and I'd keep needing to drink water and stuff, but I'm finally getting the hang of it. Anyways, guys, I'm Trevor, aka your favorite Spartan made out of plastic, PlasticSpartan, and I'm out. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.